You're not being ignored by accident. You're being ignored because of what you signal. And most of those signals happen before you even speak. Here's the uncomfortable part. People don't decide how to treat you after long analysis. They decide quickly, based on small cues. How you stand, how you speak, how you respond when something feels off. And once that pattern is set, it repeats. Think about your recent interactions. You start speaking. Someone cuts in. You pause. You let them finish. A few minutes later, it happens again. Or you share an idea. No reaction. Then someone else says the same thing. Now it's acknowledged. Or at work, extra tasks appear on your plate. No discussion. Just assumption. And you start telling yourself a story. People are busy. They didn't notice. It's not a big deal. But it keeps happening. So the real question is not, why are people doing this? The real question is, what are you showing them without realizing it? Here's the shift. You're not being treated this way because people are cruel. You're being treated this way because it feels easy, not consciously. But behavior follows ease. People move toward what requires less resistance. If someone interrupts you and nothing happens, that becomes the pattern. If your opinion is overlooked and you stay quiet, that becomes the expectation. If you accept extra work without pause, that becomes your role. This is not about blame. It's about awareness. Because every time you allow a small boundary to pass, you teach people something. You teach them what's acceptable. And once that lesson is learned, it repeats automatically. Here's the deeper layer. You're not choosing this consciously. These patterns were learned earlier. Maybe you were rewarded for being agreeable. Maybe speaking up created tension. Maybe staying quiet felt safer. So you adapted. You learned to keep things smooth, avoid conflict, stay easy to work with. And at the time, that worked. But now, those same behaviors send a different message. Not easy to get along with, but easy to overlook. And people respond to that signal. Here's the principle. People don't just treat you how they want. They treat you based on what you allow repeatedly. If there's no clear boundary, there's no reason for them to adjust. So the goal is not to become aggressive. The goal is to become clear. Clear in how you show up. Clear in how you respond. Clear in what you allow. And this starts with something most people ignore. Your signals. There are 5 of them that matter most. The first is your posture. Before you say anything, your body already communicates something. If you shrink, if you lean away, if you take up less space than you need, people notice. Not consciously, but consistently. So change that. Stand with your weight balanced, shoulders relaxed, chest open. When you sit, don't collapse inward. Take the space your body requires. No more, no less. This is not about dominance. It's about presence. The second signal is your eye contact. People who look away quickly often appear uncertain. So hold your gaze just a little longer. Not staring. Just steady. When someone speaks, stay present. Then respond. That small shift changes how grounded you appear. The third signal is your voice. Rushed speech feels unsure. So slow down. Let there be space between your words. Lower your tone slightly, not forced. Just controlled. The person who is not rushing is the person people listen to more carefully. The fourth signal is your apologies. This one is subtle and constant. Sorry to bother you. Sorry, I just wanted to say. Sorry, can I add something? Each time you say this, you position yourself as an interruption, so remove it. Instead of, sorry, I have a thought. Say, I have a thought. Same message, different signal. And over time, that difference compounds. The fifth signal is how you handle small moments. This is the most important one. When someone interrupts you, what do? If you stop speaking, they learn something. If you say nothing, they learn something. So next time, try this. Let me finish my thought. Calm, direct, no emotion. If someone makes a comment that feels off, what do you mean by that? You're not reacting. You're bringing clarity. If someone asks for more than you want to give, I'm not available for that. No explanation, no extra words. Just clarity. These are small moments, but they build patterns, and patterns shape how people treat you. Here's where it all connects. You don't need to change your personality. You need to adjust your signals, because people are constantly reading them. Before you speak, while you speak, after you speak. And once your signals change, their behavior adjusts, not instantly, but consistently. Some people may test the change. That's normal. They're checking if the pattern is real. So stay consistent. Not louder, not harsher, just clearer. Because clarity is what creates respect, not intensity. If you take one thing from this, let it be this. You are always teaching people how to treat you, not through what you say once, but through what you allow repeatedly. So choose one signal. Just one. Maybe your posture, maybe your voice, maybe how you respond when interrupted, and change it in your next interaction. Don't overthink it. Just adjust. Then watch what happens. Because when your signals change, people don't argue with it. They adapt to it. And the ones who don't, they reveal something important. They were comfortable with the old version of you, and now they have to adjust. Or step back. That's not a problem. That's clarity. If this made you notice patterns you hadn't seen before, this is just one layer. There's a deeper structure behind how respect is formed in everyday interactions. Most people never fully see it, if you want to understand it at a deeper level. The full framework is in the book. Because once you change your signals, you don't need to ask for respect. You naturally receive it.